a bloody move on.
Now, a lot of people have been saying, why is it...
Hurry up!
I think you're going to like this series, and I particularly think you're going to...
Here we go!
Local people are being encouraged to grow kale and bees.
Let's do this.
These are the toys we'll be using. 3 American muscle cars, all of which have been tuned to a tire-shredding DEFCON 1. I have the Ford Mustang RTR Spec 3. Mr. Slowly has what's called the Exorcist. And in his whining Dodge Challenger Demon, Hammond has an erection.
To make this, they took a Hellcat I drove up before on the show and just made it more of everything. Oh, I'm slightly alone. Oh my God. Right, we're all set. Noise in the city.
Bloody hellfire. This car is tuned by Hennessy. They've taken a standard Camaro and they've given it 1,000 horsepower. They haven't touched anything else, only the engine. Wheels are standard, brakes are standard, suspension is standard, bodywork is standard. It's all standard except the power. Good. It's idiotic, honestly. And yea, though I walk in the shadow of the valley of death, I will fear no evil. Because I am the Exorcist.
This may look small and delicate compared to the other two, but be in no doubt, it has the muscle car credentials. Oh yeah.
The fact is that the engine in Hammond's car is a push-rod, two-valve iron museum piece. And May's car, yes, it has 1,000 horsepower, but it's running on standard brakes. This is just a little bit cleverer. They haven't just put a supercharger on it and left it at that. They've stiffened up the suspension and lowered it and stiffened the anti-roll bars. So, it could do this. Very, very quickly here. Look at that for a tidy line. God. Oh, God. Oh, God, that looks tricky.
This then is the Anthony Joshua of muscle cars. Big and brawny, but it has brains as well. Then there's its name. It's the RTR, which stands for, and I'm not making this up, ready to rock.
Chaps, did you know mine only comes with one seat as standard?
Really?
What?
As standard, you get one seat in a Demon. You can opt.
It's out of the way.
Which seat do they put in as standard?
Let's do this.
Sorry, so we can't do it. I'm sorry.
We can.
Well, you're not going to do it without that.
Let me think. Yeah, we are.
Get a bloody move on.
3, 2, 1. I don't want to sound like you, but the launch control of this car is so complicated. There's a YouTube video about it, and I have watched it, but I've forgotten.
Finally, I waved the white flag. And then we took a closer look at the savage beating heart of the Exorcist. And that's a standard Corvette engine, basically,
Z06, yep.
with a supercharger plonked on the top. That's there, yes?
Yes, 2.9 litre super.
Here we go!
Why don't you find a racetrack or a runway somewhere, okay? I'll gracefully bow out, and we can have a race between good and evil. First, though, we decided to find out which of our cars makes the loudest noise.
It's out of the way.
Wheel spin, that just makes a huge amount of noise. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go. It's incredible.
God, that's pretty horrible.
How loud?
Well, at its peak,
Yep.
125.2.
Here we go!
Who's been there?
Okay, in 3, 2...
Go!
Absolutely
screened it.
125.2 to beat.
Yeah.
Doesn't make a lot of noise.
118.8 tiptoe boy.
2.7 litre capacity supercharger on it. It's
Yeah, but it doesn't make
well,
any
they didn't
noise.
build it for this. They built it for drag racing, and they wouldn't let me
Oh,
do
did
that.
they?
So
What a bloody mover. He got the hang of it.
away.
What's my score?
Why don't we just go? Come on, James, we've got to go.
Yep, moving on.
What was it?
Oh, I've wiped it.
No, you haven't.
It was 12.
Come on, what was... Why have I got this on my face? What was
It was 128, so just 2.8 more than me.
So more.
Yes.
Hold that.
Why?
Please just hold that.
Oh, I hate the victory dance. I hate the victory dance.
Good, right, let's
How
move
much
on.
is your car? How much?
98, something like that.
£98,000.
Yes.
40,000.
Yeah, but mine's better, so it's more expensive.
40,000.
Faster and louder.
720 horsepower, £40,000.
Am I the only person here who understands muscle cars?
You asked for it. You asked for it.
You never got the burgers either. No, you didn't.
We shall pick that up later on.
You may remember in the very first show of the Grand
Let's do this.
fastest racetrack in Europe. So that's where I took the new McLaren.
Hello, fellow driving enthusiasts. James here. Owing to the unique way we make video games, we are sadly unable to have the McLaren Senna in this episode for now. Apologies for that. As a sort of consolation prize, we're going to go back and look at Hammond driving the equally fantastic McLaren 720S from Season 2. It's a cracker, apart from the Hammond bit.
While the outgoing car may have been great to drive, it was never what you'd call beautiful or even very exciting to look at. But its replacement, well, that's a different matter. It's called the 720S, and from any angle and in every detail, it's simply sensational. Right down to the engine bay that glows red when you unlock the doors.
Yep, on the head turnometer, this thing definitely matches the Ferrari 488 and the Lamborghini Huracan. And then when we move on to the business of speed and power, it actually beats them. We're on. Plenty of power, this is good. fuck on.
0 to 60 takes just 2.8 seconds. Top speed is 212.
Hurry up! Everything is bigger in this car. Even the... Staggering! Love a bit here.
However, although they've gone nuts with the styling and the engine, the 720 is still very...
Let's do this.
And this incredible geekery has paid dividends.
Get a bloody move on.
It's light. Overall, they've lost about 18 kilograms up here. That means the center...
Here we go!
Traction control, I think we'll go for all of it. Lots of drift available.
Oh my God! Go, go, go!
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh my God!
And when you've finished your slugfest, you can switch back to comfort mode and settle down. for a relaxing cruise.
That's the thing that stands out about this car. It's everything in one. You want speed, you get speed. You want comfort, you get comfort. You want to lose tyre rubber, help yourself. You want boot space, there's plenty.
But the thing I keep coming back to is those looks. Because at last, McLaren's technical...
Let's do this. Actually proud to be British today. We must now get back to our film.
Yes.
Earlier on, we decided that Detroit should be a big sort of petrol-head theme park. So we went over there with 3 tuned muscle cars. Today, we decided that what Detroit really needs is a racetrack.
Yeah, even though it already has 2.
Yes, but here we go! Cadillac's old Connor Avenue factory.
Get a bloody move on.
That the God-fearing exorcist should christen it. After his run, James couldn't wait to give Hammond some constructive feedback.
I just want to say, Hammond, you witless dishcloth. That is the worst racetrack I've ever been round. It's slippery, it's full of holes, it's full of obstacles for you to crash into, it's narrow.
It's challenging, isn't it?
Hurry on! All of us then set about our practice laps on Hammond's death trap. However, these were just unofficial practice laps.
Here we go! In 3, 2, 1, begin! Go!
Oh no! Oh, that's interesting. Forward. Rubbish. Full throttle. Good. Yes. Slight slow there. Pooed myself.
Funny noise.
However, the trouser accident had clearly been worth it.
Yep.
I'm happy with that, and I haven't hit any famous musicians or bits of old car factory.
Get a bloody move on.
It's worse than death.
In 3, 2, 1.
Go! track. What have I done? Oh, God. Give me everything you've got. It's about time. Come on, pretty me. Gotta keep the pressure on. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Come on, keep going. Oh, my God. Oh, come on. Now, this bit is really scary. Oh, no. Oh! Oh, no. Go, go. Oh my God. That felt good. It felt like a quick one.
I don't know how to put this to you, but
No.
Yeah. 0.4 of a second slower than James, mate.
This is what death feels like.
Yep, okay, get out of the demon. We've done the demon and the exorcist. It's time for the blue nun.
Blue nut.
Yeah.
Totally pointless waste of time there. We've established the Mustang is the fastest by an enormous margin. But I'll go and do it, I suppose.
Jeremy Smug in My Little Pony, are you ready?
In 3, 2, 1.
Go. Oh, dearie me. Quite fast. It is quite scary through here. Roaring off. Oh, God. Oh, God. Drive carefully. Oh, I'm going to get off side. Oh, God. Tiny line. Drive carefully. Get a bloody move on. Oops.
This is brilliant.
You're running!
I know, but you'll see. Got to get down to this corner before he gets back. Help me tip this over.
What is it?
It's organic palm oil, very slippery. It's the revenge of the urban farmer.
Into the blind bend. There is Stevie Wonder.
You do know it's palm oil that's ruining life for the world's orangutan.
Only this one.
Come on, come on. Short shifting into third.
And on that terrible disappointment...
For him.
It's back to the tent.
You? I thought it had been you.
Oh, no.
You ruined my lap.
You said Detroit had to be a playground, and that's what I was doing. I was playing.
Listen, can my practice time stand? Because that was still the quickest.
That's not how it works. You can't just say that because you were the quickest in qualifying, you would have won the race if you hadn't crashed.
Well, I can say it.
Well, you can say it. I could say I'm the captain of the English cricket team. I wouldn't be any good at it.
Well, moving on.
I know where he was going with that. Anyway, look, in part one of that film, we said that we would have a race between the demon and the exorcist.
Set the race between good and evil. Are we ready, gentlemen? We ready?
The build of the demon was complete, and it was time for the drivers to warm their tyres.
In 3, 2, 1, burn out! Right, your tyres are warm. Are you now ready?
What?
Are you ready to come to the start line?
No!
What do you mean, no?
No, that was just a celebratory burnout.
Oh, geez, he's got out.
I've done all the building work, now I've got to set the car up. I've got to get in the right modes. There's stuff to do, mate.
Oh, I've had enough. I'm sorry, I've had enough. Bye.
We're never going to do this.
So, I need to go into drag.
And finally, we were ready to go.
Get a bloody move on.
Three, two, one, go! Yeah. Sorry. Underneath the knees. Evil wins! Evil wins! Victory for the demon. Thank you. Because I won.
You won.
Because
you
I
did
won.
win.
Yes,
Well
I
done.
did. You noticed that?
Yes, I noticed
that I
you
won.
Yes.
At the end of the race.
Here we go!
I think we have to agree that the Mustang is the only car here that ticks all the muscle car boxes. It's cheap, it's powerful, it runs on fuel you can buy, and you can have it with the steering wheel on the correct side.
You don't get it, do you? You just don't get it. A muscle car is supposed to have 1,000 horsepower, be undrivable, and have a stupid name.
It's called Ready to Rock. That is a stupid name. Listen, Hammond, not only are you the fiscal brain of this operation, you're also the resident muscle car enthusiast, yes? So, and I know the answer to this because you told me on the plane on the way home, of the three cars, which would you actually buy?
Buy.
Buy.
With my own money.
Yes.
Buy.
Yes.
Myself.
Yes.
It's the Mustang.
There you go, the Mustang. And so on that terrible disappointment for you...
Snowflakes.
It's time to end. Now, next week, it is a Grand Tour special, where we... See you then. Goodbye.